This should have been a knockout. This moment right here should have been a knockout. But the two reasons. One, the ref is inept. And two, this dude is 6'9", and he's very hard to bring down on that level. But I enjoyed that. I enjoyed every minute of that. Congratulations to Usyk for winning the fight. So I had to get that out there because he did manage to that was considered a knockdown. While he wasn't completely knocked out, that was really cool to see. Was Usyk getting Usyk winning, and I had Fury winning this. I'm gonna be honest with you because I was like, the guy is 30 pounds bigger, 30 pounds heavier. He's just as elusive, and he's very crafty. Being that Usyk is the smaller guy, and he struggled in his fights against Anthony Joshua, I didn't think that. Yeah, that barrage was mental, man. It was insane, and the fact the ref didn't stop it at all. It was crazy. It was just crazy. Look at it. Look at it. Just look at it. Look at it. He's tearing his head up, bro. Say what you want. It's a big dude still punching the big dude. Yeah, big respect to Usyk, man, because that was amazing. And you know what? It's a split decision. Congratulations to Usyk. He is the first unified heavyweight champion since 2000. The last time we had a unified heavyweight champion was... damn, I'm trying to remember. It was Lewis and Holyfield in 2000. So it's been that long since we had a unified heavyweight champion. But yeah, that was crazy to watch this whole sequence. Turn my damn light on. But yeah, it was crazy to watch that whole sequence, and that was the highlight of yesterday. There was another fight that was really good. In the undercard, but like most of the undercard was like long as hell because most of the fights went 10 to 12 rounds. So when we finally got to this one, I was like, it's 6:30 in the evening, man. Baseball games don't even go this long anymore. Can we go? Can I go? Like, they had a whole concert before the fight, before this main event. I was like, and then we were watching it. The site we were watching it on, I guess the person didn't like the music that was playing. And so they started putting on EDM. I had to hear Peaches complain about it, and I'm just like, bro, listen, I'm watching this for free. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. If this was my own broadcast, it'd be a different story. I'll be honest with you, I probably would have muted the fuck out of it if it was my own broadcast. But it was just crazy. But I enjoyed the fight, the actual fight when they got to it. So hats off to Usyk. I don't know what's going to happen next. He said he's going to give a rematch to Fury, which I think is probably for the best. Now that Usyk has won all the belts and the title and is basically the man at this point. Because I don't see how you can give it to AJ, considering that you beaten AJ twice when he went up against you. You won the belts off him the first time, and then the second time, while it was a struggle, you still managed to beat him. Yeah, so we'll be looking forward to... And then this also depends on how the injury is going to work out, because I think they say Usyk had a broken jaw. So we got to see what's going to be his effect going forward, because, you know, I could see them fight. I don't think that outside of maybe the IBF, because the IBF is real strict about making mandatory fights. So that would be the only group I know that could potentially do something to prevent this from happening. But I think it should be Fury in a rematch, probably sometime next year, since they fought in May. Probably early next year, depending on how healthy Usyk is, how healthy Fury is. We'll probably see a rematch of the belts, and unless the IBF has an issue and they try to make him fight Anthony Joshua. There's a lot of politicking when it comes to sports of boxing, but I think that's the only thing I can think of right now. Other than that, it was an amazing fight. It was dope. I enjoyed it. It was great. So, what's up, Queen? How you doing? Welcome in. Thank you. Appreciate it. So we're gonna move away from that, but yeah, that was the highlight of the weekend of boxing. It was just this fight right here and nothing else. Like there was really nothing else that was going on except for this. And I was actually looking forward to this because I was like, finally we're gonna unify the heavyweight division, because the heavyweight division has been unified for so long. The reason why the heavyweight wasn't unified is because when the Klitschko brothers owned the titles, they didn't fight each other. They promised their mother once they won the titles, they wouldn't fight each other. So basically, they just held the titles for so long until one retired and the other one got beat by Fury. So that's what happened. Yeah, and it's unfortunate because it took them so long to kind of figure out and do what they want to do. Let me move this camera up a little bit. Up, down, up, left, down. Much better. All right. So moving right along, we're gonna go into WNBA. I'm not really gonna talk too much about the WNBA. I know Caitlin Clark is just starting. It's too early in the season. I do this. I only really talk about the early season stuff, but mostly like football, because football has a just unique attraction to rating things early on in the season. Whereas basketball, you're looking at what Caitlin Clark is doing, but I knew the Fever was going to be struggling coming out the gate. There was this one interesting thing about this right here. So the WNBA are investigating the Aces deal with the Vegas Tourism Authority, and the brilliant being is that they want to make sure that they remain competitive across the board financially. So basically, the convention and the Visitors Authority are going to give each player $100,000 for the season in 2025, and they're investigating to see if there's some kind of collusion that's involved in this deal, because I guess it must be part of their collective bargaining agreement that the WNBA has. I know that they are now going to be moving to charter flights for all of the players, which is great because they need it. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna turn out with this. If they're gonna find a team, I seriously doubt they're gonna find a team, or maybe they'll have a conversation with that convention authority and let them know, hey, don't do this because this might make it or the team gets a competitive. What they're looking at is basically they're trying to prevent the Aces from being having an unfair competitive advantage in the league, because players will want to go play for the Aces, because the Aces were dominant last season. I think they only lost like 3 or 4 games. It wasn't that many games. Like, they were rolling through the playoffs. They rolled through the regular season. The only game they lost straight out was the Commissioner's Cup, and they lost to Liberty. But other than that, like, they pretty much owned the league. So they're being investigated for that. They're also being investigated for a former player making allegations against the team because they traded her because she was pregnant. There's a lot of things going on. Heavy is what it says. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and yeah, it's crazy going on right now. So hopefully they can work everything out and everything gets straight away. So I want to focus on the basketball itself. But moving right along, I am going to discuss. Do they have their schedule up yet? They do. They don't have the Commissioner's Cup up yet. That's what I was looking for. So every year, there we go. So every year, the WNBA does what's called the Commissioner's Cup, and it's similar to what the NBA has been just started doing with their in-season tournament. NBA, please change the freaking name to the tournament. Just change the name. Just call it the NBA Cup. Just call it something else. They call it the Commissioner's Cup. So what happens is it's a bit different from the NBA tournament, is that teams play each other. They basically play each other for the first time on each other's court, and they count towards this cup. And the teams that have the most wins in each conference will play each other in the championship game. I don't know what a championship game is going to be. I think they play it on the team with the best record court. Because like in the NBA Cup, with the NBA in-season tournament, the NBA Cup, it takes place in Vegas, but you already have a team in Vegas. So, like, how does that work? Perhaps maybe they'll switch and play the game somewhere else where a team doesn't exist. Like like Miami, for example. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. They have a Commissioner's Cup. I don't think they have started just yet, but yeah, so they'll play each other and they'll count the wins and losses when they play each other on each court, and whichever 2 teams come out with the best record will play each other in the Commissioner Cup Championship, which is playing halfway in the season, I think, which is going to be very difficult this year because we got the Olympics coming up this summer. So I don't know when they're going to play the Commissioner Cup. They'll probably either play it early before the Olympics, or they'll play it sometime after Olympics. Either way, it's going to extend the season for the WNBA, and they'll probably play up until when the NBA season starts. Don't be surprised. But or preseason at least. When preseason starts, I think preseason for NBA starts in October, and the regular season starts in November. So if you're having the Olympics where they take a break for the Olympics teams to the players and the teams to play, and then they resume their activities after the Olympics, then I can see that. But yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I just don't know when they're going to play it, but this is where the Commissioner's Cup is going to take place. So well, I got for that. Bit of rambling on my part, but yeah, that's where we go. And as we look at right now, the top 8 teams currently, New York Liberty is undefeated. Aces are also undefeated, along with Connecticut Sun and Lennox. Like I said, it's too early in the season to determine how the games are going. Although I will say that Caitlin Clark did look more improved in her outing, but she's going to have her struggles because she is a rookie and she's coming off a monstrous regular season in college. And then to go into college and then turn around and play like 4 or 5 more months of basketball, that's insanity. So hopefully she can pace herself throughout the season. Just all the women in general, Angel Reese, all of them, because they're just, like I said, they're coming off that tournament, and then like that tournament was pretty tough on them, and then they have to turn around and play not only to play WNBA games, but play the Olympics too. So we'll see what happens. But right now, the Liberty look like the team to beat, so we'll keep an eye on that. We'll move right along to the playoff brackets for NBA, because there's 2 game 7s that are going to be taking place today. The first game 7 is going to be at 3 p.m. on Eastern Time, ABC. Knicks Pacers game 7. The Pacers did come back to beat the Knicks in a blow, almost in not a close game. The Knicks are really reeling right now because a lot of their players are hurt, and I think, like I said, they only have 7 players on their entire squad or something like that that's active. And it's insane because yeah, like if you look at the injuries for the Knicks, it's a lot. Hart's out. Hart's hurt. And Anunoby is out. Robinson's out. Bogdanovic is out. Randall's out. Washington Jr. is out. Brown Jr. is out. Jeez. I don't know who's I'm gonna be. If I was a betting man, I would say this would be Indiana's advantage just because of the injuries. But it don't matter. It don't matter who comes out of the series. That Celtics team is gonna be ready to whoop some tail when y'all come in the Eastern Conference Finals. So, look, man, you got to play through what you got to do, man, and try to make ends meet. But this is just the dog world. But yeah. So the Knicks are gonna be playing earlier today. Also, we have another game 7 that's taking place between the Timberwolves and Nuggets. Anthony Edwards is on another level. This dude is crazy good. How did University of Georgia recruit his guy? Because for him to push this team against a Nuggets team that is already stacked, crazy, insanity. And I don't know, we'll see what happens. But that's the game 7. Will be taking place 8 p.m. on TNT. The Mavericks did end up beating the Thunder last night. They won on a last minute shot, a last minute score, and a last minute foul by SGA, because he did foul the player that made his three pointer. So yep, the Mavericks have moved on. I'm starting to really believe what Shannon Sharp said was true. The Oklahoma City Thunder, while they were good in the regular season, was the worst number 1 seed you could have for the playoffs. Like, of all the teams in the West that were really stacked, this team was the number 1 seed. But it is what it is. And the Mavericks have already been proven that they can make the conference finals before. They've already made it before when they blew out a stacked Phoenix Sun team that we thought was going to win it all the following year after they lost it against the Milwaukee Bucks. So we'll see what happens, but they're going to be waiting the winner of the Nuggets and the Timberwolves, and they're ready to play. Kyrie Irving is Kyrie Irving, man. That's all I can say about that. And as already pointed out, the Celtics beat the Cavaliers 4-1. Celtics are just waiting to winner for the Knicks and the Pacers. Celtics are looking better and better by the minute every time I see this. It's just they're on a mission, and I do have them going to the championship against the Nuggets, but the ways things are working out, if the Timberwolves were managed to knock off the Nuggets, and then you have the Timberwolves beating the Mavericks and have the Celtics playing against the Timberwolves, it would be a very interesting matchup to see Jaylen Brown and Tatum up against Anthony Joshua and Cat. I'm not Anthony Joshua, Anthony Edwards and Cat. I'm getting my athletes mixed up. Just to see those two go at it, that would be very interesting. I think them going up against the Nuggets would kind of be of a mismatch because of Jokic, but the way Anthony Edwards is playing, man, that dude's on another level. And by the way, he's on the USA squad. Yo, that Team USA is stacked right now. They're looking very good. I hope they can play together because he's on the Team USA squad. So it's crazy. But yeah, just make sure you check the local listings. This is going to be on ABC. This is going to be on TNT. And then game 1 for the Mavericks versus the winner of the Timberwolves and Nuggets will be on the 22nd on TNT. And then the game 1 for the Celtics winners of the Knicks and Pacers is going to be on ESPN on the 21st. So check your local listings. Moving right along, we're going to go into a UFL. Oh, wait, hold on. Something just happened. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So Man City clinched their 4th straight Premier League title. Congratulations to them. They don't play tournaments. I gotta wait for them to see what's gonna happen in UEFA, because I know that Manchester won, and not Manchester, Real Madrid. That's the one I was thinking of. See, I'm messing up already. My bad, y'all. There we go. We still got UEFA. So we still got the round of 16 to go through, and I know they still playing their games. I just gotta wait to see what they're gonna do. But congratulations to Man City for winning the Premier League title. Not surprised. They won it last year. They won it again this year. Just like Real Madrid won it last year, and they won again this year. So. Just give me a second. I had a thought I was going to go to, but I did see this though. Fanatics filed a lawsuit against Marvin Harrison Jr., who is the son of Marvin Harrison, who used to play for the Colts. He signed a deal with Fanatics, with giving his exclusive rights, and then he was selling his memorabilia through his website, and it was a bunch of stuff that he was trying to sell, and I guess they were suing him for rights. So that's how that goes. Hopefully they can settle and work everything out in the end. So it's kind of crazy that he's not even played in the league yet and he's already being sued. That's crazy. All right, moving right along to UFL news. The USFL conference has been decided. Stallions and Panthers will be playing for the championship in the next few weeks. I know that currently there should be a game going on right now between the Defenders and Battlehawks, and then the Renegades and Brahmas are going to be playing later today. The Panthers already won against the Showboats. The Stallions already won against the Roughnecks. So going into the semifinals, which is on June the 8th and the 14th, you'll have a Saturday game where a USFL championship will be taking place. So those two teams will be playing. Right now, as it standings, as far as the XFL, got the Battlehawks, Brahmas, and Defenders, all who's still in playoff contention. The Renegades have been mathematically eliminated. So depending on how these teams play out, I'm pretty sure these two are going to make the playoffs. I don't see the Defenders making it unless the Defenders make a run. So these two will probably play each other for the XFL Conference Championship, and then you'll have the UFL Championship going in the following week. Yes, I'm a bit parched. Leave me alone. And that is everything I can think of as far as news outside of this one situation, though. I thought this was kind of interesting. This dude got arrested right before he started playing his round golf. I was like, what? I don't know what happened. He ran. I guess he ran from a cop or ran over a cop. Cop told him to stop. He ran past the cop. The cop supposedly got dragged, and he got arrested. He was cited, and then after he got arrested, he made bail. He post bail and went to play around the golf. His plays around the golf. He's like the #1 golfer in the world right now. So it's a crazy situation. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's gonna happen to him. I don't know what kind of ramifications is gonna happen to him. But yeah, that's him in a jumpsuit. And somebody just canceled their meeting. Great. All right. But that's all the news I got for sports. I'm kind of ended a bit early today. Make sure you want to check out everything as far as sports goes. You can go to ESPN.com, go to SportsIllustrated.com. You also can go to FoxSports.com and make sure you support your local teams and your local athletes as well. Because, life is tough. So, you got to have some entertainment, and sports is one of them. So, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. I'm going to go ahead and finish the recording on this part of the stream. And when we come back, I'm gonna check into some people and see if they got what they got ready for me to do Sims, because I don't know what's gonna happen. I know as I posted up the Sims challenge and somebody immediately posted on social media saying I wasn't invited, I wasn't told, or you didn't consult me, or some nonsense. And I just looked at all I saw with the post, and I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna walk away from this. No, I posted something and I was like, I'm just gonna walk away from this. We're just gonna leave. We're just gonna leave because you doing the most. But anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes now. Thank y'all so much for patient waiting, and let me go ahead and end the recording, and we'll take a break, and I appreciate it.